Hey guys, welcome to my roadmap analysis video where I'll be going over the newly announced roadmap for Dreadhunger, which covers, I believe, both the next few months and long-term plans for the game's development. I want to start things out by saying that this roadmap was a massive relief for me. Seeing something concrete showing the game's continued development post full release put a massive smile on my face. I never believed the game would halt development after the success of full release, but it was a small possibility, and it was just so nice to see big plans for the coming months and later into the year. So with that said, let's get right into it. I'm going to go through the roadmap in the order presented on the graphic that was posted to the Discord and Twitter, which is on screen now. We'll start with the new prestige levels. I love this. Right off the bat, this edition will add more and more replayability to the game and keep players hooked as they work to earn the new prestigious rewards. I have no idea what these rewards will be, but I imagine they could range from something small like an even more noticeably different border for your character, to possibly an emote that you can use during the poker hand. Whatever it is, I know I'm personally going to continue working towards them, and I hope their addition will keep other players interested in the game too. It's great to track your in-game progression and be rewarded with something that you can show off. Next are a few new cosmetic types. To clarify, cosmetic types range from things like hats, pipes, and rings, and also glasses. So I'm assuming a new type will be something like maybe new shoes or maybe a new variation of a weapon, things like that. So this excites me. More cool things to add to your characters. It makes me very happy to see a plan to keep creating presumably purchasable DLCs. I do hope these DLCs are promoted well in the game, as I didn't even realize there were DLC available on full release until I saw someone in-game wearing a hat and I asked like, what? Where'd you get that from? Now for those of you worrying about how many cosmetic additions are mentioned in this roadmap, let me reassure you. Dreadhunger needs a strong foundation to build from, and setting up monetization in-game is an absolute necessity for the game to survive. The DLC are a great way to support the devs while simultaneously dressing yourself up. The more income the game brings in, the more that will be possible in the game's development. Obviously, you don't need to spend a cent on the game after initial purchase, so if you don't like the devs' focus on the DLC, that's fine. But please understand how important it is for the game to set up roots before trying to grow too big too quickly. For those of you who don't know, I come from a Dead by Daylight background, which I streamed for 5 years since full release in 2016. DBD released DLC in a similar fashion to how Dreadhunger are now and built themselves up from there. They eventually created a full in-game store, and the game's still a booming success all these years later. I want to see Dreadhunger succeed and take its place as a staple game in the deception and survival game genres. Rome wasn't built in a day. Trust the process. Anywho, moving on. The long-term plans look really good. Prestige Cosmetics confirm there will be cosmetic rewards to show off your prestige/commitment to Dreadhunger in-game by wearing them on your character. This will reinforce players with a reward that will validate their hard work. Absolutely necessary and great to see here. Spell customization is interesting. I have no idea what this really means. Does it mean we'll be able to customize our Boondagger? Or perhaps you can create a sort of loadout before the game to decide which 3 spells you'll take into the upcoming match as a thrall? The idea of player loadout choice excites me, but I'm not entirely sure how it would work. This one's a big question mark for me, so if anyone has any ideas of what it could mean, please comment below. Now, one of the most exciting parts of this update for me is more thrall spells. Notice the S on the end of spells. This could mean there will be far more than just one additional spell added to the game. It excites me that we could see the Summon Iceberg creating spell I discussed in my ideas video all those months ago, or any number of spells I haven't even considered yet. The possibilities are endless. What excites me the most about this is, of course, more thrall choice. More options for thralls to make use of and to change up the game brings unique circumstances to every single match. More choice means more replayability and keep people playing Dread Hunger. I'd even suggest more things for crewmates to do, such as additional objectives. I'd love to see more places on the map for crewmates needing to go to create more dynamic gameplay for crew. There's more to do then than simple coal, food, and nitro traditions. Next, we have more lobby activities. Needless to say, I love this one too. More things to do while we wait for a new lobby. That sounds good. What these could actually be is again speculative. I'd love to see the addition of an in-game currency you accumulated through playing, which you could use to buy in-game cosmetics or something. You could also use this currency to gamble at a poker table that's played at the front of the ship during the lobby. That might be a little ambitious right away, so it's more likely we'll see a bunch of fun minigames you can do on the ship while you wait. There could be muskets available that you could practice shooting with off the ship at targets in the distance, or run a simple coin flip game for fun. More effort could be done to develop and reward players who want to codebreak the armory in the pre-lobby, with clues for the numbers for that lobby hidden around the ship, or just anything to keep the mind busy whilst waiting for those extra players. I'm very pleased to see this listed in the upcoming plans. Ship customization is a strange one. I'm not sure if this means altering where major elements on the ship are, such as workbenches or the stove, or if this means cute cosmetics that you can hang around the ship. The latter sounds more likely, and redesigning the whole ship seems borderline ridiculous, though it does excite the mind to entertain it as a possibility. But being able to customize your ship with different artworks or colors will be a way to make your ship feel like your own. You can make your ship a reflection of you, and it will encourage more players to host their own lobbies instead of joining other players' ships, which will have the benefit of more lobbies to choose from. I know if I dressed my ship up all nice, I'd want to take it out into the Arctic as often as I could. Finally, the last item on the roadmap. A new dockside area. Hell yeah! I haven't the faintest idea if this has anything to do with what I talked about in my full release analysis video, but my god, seeing this on the roadmap makes me happy. Even if it's just an open town to run around in with no actual purpose, I'd be happy. That lays the necessary groundwork for a space that could be filled with markets, selling cosmetics as a sort of in-game store moving forward. You could even put in a few old-style carnival games as additional lobby activities, which would work very nicely. Whatever the intent for the dockside area is, I can't wait. As you can tell, this whole roadmap leaves me very happy. I've heard comments going around that it was disappointing that a new map wasn't announced. I definitely agree it would have been a nice cherry on top that a new map was at least in development, even if it wasn't here for another year. Without that hope, I fear Dread Hunger may not hold the attention of more casual players who aren't worried about improving their abilities or skill in game and are just enjoying exploring and surviving on each map. This is only a small fear for now, and I'm not overly worried. All the new things on this roadmap will be brilliant. I just hope there will be a new map developed eventually. But Dread Hunger maps are huge. I can only imagine the work it will require from designing the map to creating the damn thing in game. I would hope a general understanding from the community that it is a massive job, and for now, the devs are opting to build the game's foundations up with stronger lobbies, leveling rewards, cosmetics, and more options in game, before presumably moving on to a more flashy big ticket item like a new map or even new characters. In any case, I feel the devs have made the right choices here. It's fantastic to see the game's continued development, and I can see potential in everything mentioned in the roadmap. Now, this video wasn't planned. I just kind of made it today when I saw the roadmap, so I'll take the time now to make some of my own announcements. For those who didn't realize, I was recently in the Dread Hunger tournament hosted by Remix. All of the tournament games are now available on my channel to watch in full. And whilst overall I was happy with most of my games, I knew it wasn't enough to win it all. I was able to place third in the tournament, which honestly, I'm still really chuffed with. A big congratulations to Hopdop for his victory and Kushkrook for second place. They both made some massive plays in their Thrall games and absolutely deserve their positions. If I'm fortunate enough to be in the next Dreadhunger tournament, I'll be sure to stream it on my Twitch stream for you all to watch, and honestly I'm already planning how I'll do things differently. In other news, I'm starting 2 new series on my channel. The first is my Stalker series, where I play as any given character in Dreadhunger and stalk another player of my choice, watching their every move discreetly until I deem them innocent or I catch them being evil bastards and I move in for the kill. It's already proven a lot of fun to play, and it's really spicing up my crew games if I get too many in a row. Keep an eye out for that new series, which will start in the next few days. I'll also be starting a Memorable Moments series, where I'll post much shorter videos of great or not so great moments in-game that stuck in my memory and I wanted you to see. This series will give me that chance to share some of these brilliant moments with you without needing to sit through the rest of the game just to see them. Memorable moment videos will be posted as a bonus video in addition to my regular daily videos and will be uploaded a few hours before my regular post. I also have a few new guides in the work, so it's going to be a great few months. And finally, my Twitch stream is back. I'll be live once a week on Tuesdays from 9 AM Australian Eastern Daylight Time. I believe that's about 5 PM on the Monday night for Eastern Standard Time, or EST, the American Eastern Time, whatever that is. I'm not familiar, but come by on Tuesdays or Monday night to come by and see me live sometime. And that just about wraps it all up. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more Dreadhunger jazz. Good luck out in the Arctic, and watch out for Bongo.